Hello, everybody. I hope that you are doing all right. In today's webinar, we're going to be looking at VitXi with its version 4.6 update. We're going to take a look into some improvements that this new version brings, as well as a brand new feature that I know that a lot of you are very excited for, called Inbox. We will see more about it in just one moment. But first, let's refresh. What is VitXi? For those that do not know or have not tried VitXi yet, VitXi is our WebRTC soft phone client and collaboration tool that you can run on any browser, on any operating system. So you can bring your extension anywhere directly on your browser. So you can have audio calls, video calls, everything that you expect out of your extension, BLF keys, contacts, as well as web chat with other VitXi users, file sharing, being able to make use of this collaborative tool that is VitXi. So you're able to connect everyone in your business or different customers that you have, as this is also multi-tenant capable. So after that quick refresher, what is new in VitXi? What is different right now? So first of all, we have faster load times. So now when you load VitXi, you're able to enter VitXi with a brand new splash animation there. And you will see that I'm registered right away. There have been quite a few improvements into the backend and into the everything behind the curtains to make registration and loading way faster than it was before and more efficient. So this brings a slew of opportunities of having your users not being frustrated with load times. We've also added two-factor authentication for more security. So users are now able to enable two-factor authentication. When you enable this option, it'll show you the typical process of scanning the QR code and entering the code from your authentication application. So whenever you log in, you have that second factor of security to be able to secure your account. So two-factor authentication is now here in VitXi. We now also present broader headset support with the HID functionality. So coming back here to the settings, we have the headset integration. When you enable this feature, you will be able to select your different HID devices. Right now, we have implemented direct integration with a couple of Yealink headsets, which is the UH36, the WH62, as well as having compatibility with the Plantronics Blackwire 3225, the Poly DA85, and the Jabra Pro 9470. We will share a link through the chat where you will be able to see the different features that you can make out of these devices. So I will ask my team to share that link through the chat, which is an article available on our wiki. There you go. So you will be able to see the different features and integration with these HID devices. Okay. So the link is available on the chat. So you'll be able to click on that and see at a nice table showing the different features that you can make out of these devices. Okay. Now we have a smarter runtime with a single tab feature. What does this mean? So we have had some users in the past where for some reason they would open VitXi in multiple tabs. So let's say that I open another tab with VitXi, and you will now see this message. It says that the app is opening another tab. So now you have the ability of closing this tab. Fortunately, browser support will depend on how you close the tab. Most browsers, for security reasons, require you to close the tab manually, or you can transfer your VitXi from any active tab to this one. So if I click use here, VitXi is now transferred to this tab. And if I go back, you will see that this one turns into the page that we saw earlier. So I can bring it back and forth between tabs, or even if you have it on different windows of the same browser. So there's no duplication of VitXi, duplicating notifications or ringtones if you have multiple instances opened. Next, we have optimized the design of VitXi. So you might have seen that some colors are a little bit more streamlined, or the design of the chat page in this case, you can see it's a little bit different with new buttons here. So we have made a little overhaul to the interface itself. We also have improved user management. You will now see it in this type of data table. And when we come to add new users, you will see that the form, it's a little bit nicer and a little bit easier to follow through. So whenever you're creating a new user, you can see here that we have nicer forms. You have the ability to choose your extensions here, account security with your password, which phone books you're going to share with this user. And then you also have a section for role and permissions. So it's a little bit easier to follow through. And we also have some quick tips for you here. We also have better presence management. So presence is our icon that is shown for our user. We have our built-in presence items that we have by default. But when managing presence items, you can see we're also following that data table structure. And we can click on add to better select our presence. So I can create a new one called meeting, for example. You can select the different icons here. So if I have something like this, and then I can change the color for the present status. You can see a small preview over here. I can even make this a little bit bigger. So you can see here a little preview of how it will look like. I can then click on save. We now have our new presence status here. And I am able to select it from a user over here. Right. And if I set it, you will see that I am now on a meeting, for example. Okay, I will go back to available. And another neat thing is during calls. So if I initiate a call here, hopefully it doesn't interfere with my microphone on the Zoom webinar. I can go ahead and dial a number. You will see here. And actually, I'm going to activate the echo test because this one is a little bit short of a call. Let me do *72. Okay. Okay, now this you can see here that we have improved upon the on-call interface. And we'll mute the audio here. So with this, the avatar for the user will affect the background color. And now if I move into a different tab, let's say I'm going to take a look at my contacts, for example, you will see here that we now have this floating widget. So we always have a quick look into the call that we're currently at. And we can move through the different tabs or different sections of VitXi. And then we can also expand. So we can go back to the call. Depending on browser support, this will also work in a picture-in-picture mode, if not now in the future update, where it can be floating even if you go to another window. So those are some improvements that we have done to the interface, making it streamlined, a little bit more elegant, more modern. That will certainly make things easier to configure as you go on. Additionally, we have a couple of improved telephony features. So whenever you do a call transfer on your VitalPBX installation, you can go to the device profile for WebRTC, and you can enable this option called Send Connected Line with Send P-asserted identity. So whenever you perform a call transfer, the name and number that will appear to the person that you transfer the call to will be the actual call you transfer to them. Originally, you will have your own extension and name. So this will make sure that you have this name and number from the caller ID information of the person you are transferring to. So make sure that you enable this send connected line alongside with send P asserted identity to be able to have this option available. Okay. As well as called answered elsewhere. So if you are a part of a ring group, for example, and you have the ring option set to all. So if I come here into the ring groups and you have the ring strategy as ring all, and you have this mark canceled calls as answered, you will now have the information that the call was answered elsewhere, rather than saying that you have a missed call. All available through VitXi. So your calls will be would appear answered elsewhere, rather than a missed call. Okay. And now part of the refresher is that remember that VitXi is also a great client for call center environments where you're able to log in, log out of your different queues directly from here. In this case, this demo user is not part of the queue, but you have the ability of logging into your queues, logging out, setting your calls on pause, setting your queues on pause, and making it a great end client for your call center environments. So with this in mind, this call center environment is mostly for inbound calls. So if you're a part of a queue, as an agent, you have these features. But how about text? What if I want to have messaging agents to tend to SMS messages or WhatsApp messages sent to my business? Well, that is where the new feature called Inbox comes into play. So with this new feature, you now have the ability of creating inbox items for SMS and WhatsApp. So let's take a look into it. So this new feature will come into its own module called Inboxes. Now, during this webinar, I'm not going to go deeply into the technical aspect on how it's going to be configured. For that, you can head over to our YouTube channel later on today, where we will publish a video showing you exactly how to configure the inbox items and give you a refresher on how to use them. And you also have, we will also have documentation on our wiki later on this week with detailed step-by-step guides on how you can configure these inbox items for your VitXi installation. So let me share a link through the chat once again to our YouTube channel. And to our wiki. Okay, so keep that in mind. Later on today, a video tutorial on how to configure the inbox items. And later on throughout the week, we will also have the detailed written guide on how to configure these items, as there can be a couple of steps involved into these. But before we go into it, let me just show you that this inbox also brings this new item under the manage page. This is where you create them. So here you will see the different inbox items that I have added to this demo server. Now, right now, this feature is currently in beta. Firstly, we have done the beta for our VitalPBX 1 users. So please also stay tuned to our newsletter and social media posts regarding on the beta being available for other plans users, and more information about licensing will also come later. Okay, so here you can see that I have two SMS inbox items, and we also have a WhatsApp inbox items. Before I go into explaining a little bit more how these inboxes work technically, we can take a look into how they work practically. So you can see here that I have two inbox items. The icon to the left will tell me which type of inbox item it is. This one on top is WhatsApp, and this one below is SMS. So now let me take my phone here and let me start an SMS conversation. So now I can send a simple hello. There you go. And now you will see here that I have this new conversation. The conversation was assigned automatically to me because this inbox item is using a conversation assignment of auto assigned or round robin. So it will assign this conversation to the user that is readily available, and then going in order of the different users that are available at any moment. So from here, you can see here the hello message. And then we also have this welcome message that we have configured on our inbox. I will go through the configured settings in just a moment. But here you can see we can automatically send a greeting message and it's detailed as a greeting message over here. So we will be able to automatically give some feedback to the customer or user that we have received their message. I can reply directly. Okay, and I press send. And you can see that the message was sent, and I can confirm on my device that I have received it. One thing to keep in mind, right now for the SMS inbox items, only text is available, as there is no MMS support at this moment. But we're looking to add that in the future. We will speak more about the roadmap in just a little bit. So I have now received this message, and I can reply to it. Okay, so I received this message from the customer. So now let's say that I'm an agent. I'm not the expert on this specific request. I have also this section here that works as a private note. With this private note, I am able to communicate privately with other users, member of this group that belongs that has this inbox item attached to it. So I can tag those other users. Okay, so and these private notes are only available to the users that belong to this group. Okay, so the customer will not see it, only your internal users will be able to see this. They will be able to reply to this private note. So they will be able to continue the conversation directly with you. Okay, so maybe they didn't receive it. But items like this will appear in a new notification section inside of VitXi. So here, you will see that we have some notification items. You can see here conversation assigned, new mention. So if I move to another section, let's say I'm looking at my calls here, I can come here, click on this notification item, and it brings me directly to the conversation related to this notification. All right. So here, my colleague here, Minor, has tagged me and asked me, do you need help with this installation? And I say, yes, I will transfer the conversation to you. Okay, all of this, everything that you see in yellow is it's a private note, and I can notify the customer. I will transfer you to the appropriate department. Okay, so I send it. Okay, and I have received that message on my phone, and now I have this section to the right. This not only gives me information about the customer, I can see some conversation actions. So I can see which agent is assigned to this conversation currently, and I can see the priority. So this is an installation requirement. So I can change this to high, for example. And you will see that an icon will appear here on the conversation as well. I can also right click and change the priority here, as well as changing it over here. All right, I can see the status is still open. I can see when it was created, to which group it belongs to, and which channel from this group it belongs to. Okay, so now I'm transferring the conversation to my colleague Miner. There you go. And you can see here that the conversation no longer appears here because I have 3 sections on top. I have mine, I have unassigned, and I have all. So mine would be conversations that belong to me. And right now I have selected this specific channel. So on this channel, I don't have any conversations currently for me. Unassigned, we will see in just a moment the different conversation assignment options. So at this moment, this is a round robin or an auto assign conversation assignment. So nothing will appear here on this specific channel. And then on all, I will be able to see all the conversations inside of this channel, or if I have all conversations inside of the different channels from the different groups I belong to. Okay, so I can see here the conversation under all. It is assigned to Miner. We can see down here that there are 2 participants on this conversation. I can see, you click on it and see the participants for this conversation. And then I can reply to it. And I can reply. And now my colleague Miner can continue replying. As you can see, since this conversation is not assigned to me, I'm not able to do any replies to it. I can only send private notes. Go ahead. And send a private note. So you can see the sort of workflow where you're able to have this conversation going on. You can have multiple people involved in it. So this makes it a very good option for you to have multiple agents, or as we call them, messaging agents, be able to tend to a conversation. And right now, this is all under an SMS number that we have configured inside of VitalPBX. Now, we have a couple of more options here to the right. So I can actually take the conversation and assign it back to me. So instead of manually selecting and assign it, so you can see here my colleague is continuing the conversation, but I can say, hey, I can take it from here. I can assign it back to me. And I can continue the conversation. Then install the add-on, the install button, and the actions column. Okay. I can send it. And as you can see, multiple people are participating in this conversation. I can say, hey, that's all I know about it. Please continue. And then so on and so forth. Additionally, you can see here that at this moment, we only get the phone number, but we can save this contact on this inbox or on this group that we belong to. So I can add it as, let's see, another colleague here. Alberts. And I can choose the country. And then there's the phone number. I can save it. And I think this phone number is already being used. Another contact here. So you can see here your saved contacts. You will see their name, last name, email, number, country, and when it was last updated. You can edit it from here. These contacts are exclusive to the group or groups that you belong to. So they will add additional information on here. We will see this in just a moment with the WhatsApp inbox items. But additionally, let's say that the customer replied, perfect, thank you. That is all. I can send that message. And perfect, I got it. All right. I can reply to it now. All right. Thank you for using VitalPBX and VitXi. Send it. Perfect. That customer is happy. I can then change this conversation from open to resolved. And now you can see that the status is now resolved. And I can no longer reply to this conversation unless I open it once again. With these sort of statuses, you can see here that we can refine our search. Right now, it's only one conversation, but you can see we can choose between status all. We can see the conversations that are open. Currently, there are no non-opened. We can change it. We can see the ones that are resolved. We can change the order from last activity, when it was created, based on the priority, and also pending response. So if we have open conversations that we have not responded to in the longest time or the shortest time, we can order our multiple conversations this way. And we can also search for specific conversations here. Okay. Then the final thing that we will see here is the button direct call. So with this, it will directly call to this phone number. So if I click on this, just make sure that you have an extension assigned to this VitXi user, since this would be a regular call throughout the trunks that have been configured on your VitalPBX. So this will be a normal call from your VitalPBX extension. Okay, so this was the SMS inbox. Now let's take a look into the WhatsApp inbox here. So if I open WhatsApp, I can come here and say hello. Okay, so you can see here that we have received the conversation inside of the WhatsApp inbox item. This conversation on this specific inbox item is set to the conversation assignment of self-assign. So we will see it on the unassigned column. You will see it's not in mine. It'll be available in all and unassigned. If I click on this conversation, you will see that I have this accept button. So when I have this accept button, I can claim this conversation. So I am available at this moment. I will go ahead and claim this conversation. Okay, can even refresh here. All right. So from here, we can see that we have this new conversation. You can see hello, and you can also see that we also have a greeting message directly through here. So this will now be a regular WhatsApp conversation. So I can say, hello, this is Joseph from VitalPBX. How can I help you? Click send. And you can also see that we have the receipts for the conversation. And I can come here and I can add, I want to install VitXi once again. Okay, so I'm receiving these WhatsApp messages. With WhatsApp, we have a little bit more freedom. So with WhatsApp, we have the ability of formatting our text. So I can put something in bold first, go to admin, add-ons, then add-ons. And I can format the next line. Click check online, and then click the install button in the actions column. All right, so you can see it's formatted. I can cross out text, and I can go ahead and send it. Okay, and I will receive it formatted this way. So unfortunately, it is not that easy to show on the webinar, but here I have the WhatsApp conversation on my device. With this, you can easily share files, for example. So let me find an appropriate image to share through here. So for example, I can share this image. From a recent trip I had to Los Angeles, for example. I can see the image was correctly received here. If I click on it, I have the ability to zoom in, zoom out, download the image, and close this modal here as well. And I can reply, thank you for the image, but that is not VitXi. This will also work with video. So once again, let me find a short video that I can send. Okay. So I just sent it. I received the video, and you can easily play back the video as well. Let me mute it. But once again, full control. You will see that I have to scroll, but that is just because I have the browser zoomed in for the webinar. But regularly, you wouldn't have to do that. Okay. But you have full playback. You can expand it, and you can close this here. So you can see it's we have a full media support for this. And once again, I can tag other users. I think this person is on a vacation, not actually using VitXi. I can send it as a private note. And once again, private notes are not replicated on the user side. This is personal between the different users. Okay. Additionally, you could also share locations as well. That's the only one that I'm not going to do. Just did not share my exact location during this webinar. But that is something that you can share. You can also share documents like PDF files, for example. So all of this is quite good, for example, on a contact center where you have some services like, let's say, some insurance or some support about something. You can ask for videos, ask for pictures of what the user is seeing. All of that will work perfectly fine with the WhatsApp inboxes. So you can easily receive these types of files with the WhatsApp inbox. Okay, and then you have the same thing here where you can change to which user this conversation belongs to or who is assigned to this conversation. You can change the priority in this case. This guy is a little bit crazy, just sharing vacation pictures rather than actual support. So I can go ahead and set that to low. I can see the information. You can see the status, when it was created, to which group, and which channel was used for this. And then I can just have, sorry, I got the wrong number. For example, I received the message. And with that information, I can just go ahead and mark this as resolved. That I also have this direct call here, but do not confuse this with a WhatsApp call. This will not be a WhatsApp call. This would be a regular call through the trunks that you have configured on your VitalPBX installation. So there's no use of that, of WhatsApp calling directly through here, only the messaging. Okay, so now we have had a couple of conversations. We have had a couple of conversations here. If I select all conversations, you will see here that we have them listed. We have our WhatsApp conversation, and we also have the SMS. One other thing to know about WhatsApp conversations, there are some limitations that Meta imposes on us. And one thing that you have is the ability of initiating or reopening a conversation. The only way that you can reopen a conversation through WhatsApp is using pre-approved template messages that you configure directly on WhatsApp. Once again, all of this technical aspect on how this is all configured will be on a video on our YouTube channel, available later on today. But you can see here we have this button where I can choose. I can choose the different messages, template messages. So I can choose one with simple text. I also have this one with some variables. So I can fill out these variables. In this case, this is your demo dummy text. Your order number is 901, estimated delivery today. And you can see here that we have buttons and options here. Once again, all of the technical aspects on how to configure these templates will be on the accompanying tutorial video that it will be available later on today on our YouTube channel. So with this, I can send a message. And this will appear here. Can open the conversation. And this is how you can continue the conversation from here. And I can reply to it. And we can now continue conversating. All right. Well, then I'm going to resolve it once again. All right. So with everything here, with these conversations that we have had, a very important aspect of this that you might be wondering is about some reporting. So for that, under inboxes, we have a couple of reports. Once again, everything will continue to grow in features as we move on. So the first thing we have here is an overview of our different conversations. We can see how many are open, how many have been resolved, how many are unassigned, how many are unattended, total number of agents, how many of them are online at this moment, how many are offline. You can see your conversation traffic. All of this is real time. So this updates constantly in real time. So you can see here that today we had 2 conversations. We can see the conversations by agent. You can see that I am the best agent inside of this contact center. So we have number 1, Joseph Montes, how many conversations handled, and my percentage. Likewise, conversation by groups. Then we also have reports based on conversations. So you can see how many were opened, how many were resolved, average response time in minutes, messages received, messages sent. You can filter by today. You can filter by yesterday, this week, last month, or do a custom range. Then we have conversation volume. Right now, we're currently working on this line chart to see what's going on. But you can see your volume of conversations. You also have a heat map to know at what time and on what date you have the most number of conversations. Very useful information. You can see the conversations per channel performance. So we have this one express support, which is SMS, had 1 conversation. Express support group, which is a WhatsApp channel or inbox, also has 1 conversation. So between the 2 of them, they're divided 50-50 for the total number of conversations. And then we also have some agent reports. So we can see who was the fastest first response. In this case, we have me. I responded with an average of 1.4 minutes. I have a 100% resolution rate. And then the groups that I belong to. Then we also have the most active agents, which is once again me, with 8 messages sent. I worked on 2 conversations here on these groups. Then I also have shortest resolution, me once again. I resolved a conversation in an average of 11 minutes with a 2-minute customer wait time. Then we have a couple of insights. Who's the efficiency leader? So best response to resolution ratio. We also have the volume leader telling me how the percentage of conversations I handle. And then the one that needs attention. So the user with longest wait time. It's also me, unfortunately. Here you can see the different agents that have participated in conversations. So you can see how many conversations they had participated in, how many messages they sent, what was their average first response in minutes, average resolution time in minutes, average waiting, resolution count, and maximum resolution time, and maximum first assign to close. So from the moment that the conversation was assigned to them, either automatically or self-assigned, to the moment it closed. Then you have the agent workload. So how many messages per agent, response speed. So the average speed of the in minutes for the different users. And here you can see agent group distribution. So you can see how many conversations are available in the different groups. Now, I have been talking about groups just to give you an insight on how all of this works. Once again, the full tutorial is going to be available on our YouTube channel later on today. So whenever you're creating a new inbox where you can select between SMS and WhatsApp, let me select SMS as this is the easiest one. We can go ahead and create an inbox. I will call this one the sales line. And then I can select to which group it's going to belong to. These groups are the groups that you create inside of VitXi. So if you have used VitXi in the past, you will know that you can separate your different users into groups. So here you can see the groups that my user belongs to, which is the default group and marketing. And you will see here under management, those are the groups that I have created. I can create a new group for sales, for example. Let's do that. Let's do that actually. Just call this one sales. I will call this the sales group. Okay, and then I can either save or save and add members. I will save it and not add any members to it. Once again, if I go back to creating my inbox, I can go ahead and click on sales. And then I can assign this new inbox to that sales group. I can select a phone number. In this case, these are phone numbers that are configured on VitalPBX. Once again, a full detailed tutorial on how to configure everything will be available on our YouTube channel. I click on create. Here's where I can change the agent assignment. So I will choose this one to be round robin. Can change the time zone. And I can enable the greeting message. There you go. You can click on save. And then in this case, I get this webhook URL, which will push whenever we receive a message, even if no user is logged in. It'll push the messages to the inbox. Okay. I click on finish. You can see here that we have the group created. But now you can see that the group, the inbox is created, but you can see that the group is set to sales. But if I go back to inbox, you will see I do not have that new inbox because I do not belong to the group sales. So if I manage the groups and I add myself to sales, so let me add Joseph Montes here. Click on save, update. Now, if I go back to inboxes, actually, let me refresh. You will see here that I now have this new section for this other group. And you will see that I now have this inbox that I have created. All right. So with that done, you can go ahead and create as many inboxes as you need. For WhatsApp, it's a little bit more involved. So for this, I really suggest that you take a look into our tutorial video. Once again, available later today. And this would have been the inbox feature. Okay, receiving a message from my team, just to also mention that conversations can be deleted. So if you right-click on a conversation, you will see delete conversation. Currently, this feature is only available for super admin users or admin users. Not only changing the priority from here, you can delete the conversation. So if I click on this, it'll delete that conversation and anything related to that conversation. So any data, those will be deleted. All right. So that would be the inbox feature. Now, what is also coming to VitXi? So we have seen a refresher on what VitXi is. We had seen some new features that we have already added. We have seen the new feature of inbox. So now, just to mention a little bit of the roadmap, as that is something that is always interesting to see what is coming. So for inbox, we're planning on adding the canned responses. So whenever you're in a conversation, you will have the option of using a canned response. We will also be looking into adding business hours. So if somebody messages you outside of business hours, you can set up an automatic message related to that. We will also have some automation rules, looking into adding chatbots, as well as labels for the different conversations. And we're also looking into adding more connection options for WhatsApp. So we're looking into adding channels like Twilio to support more connections. As you will see in the tutorial video, it's a little bit involved in configuring WhatsApp for the SMS integration. Sorry, for the inbox integration. Okay, as well as some future AI features coming into VitXi as well. But that is for another day. This is just to get you excited once again. I know that this has been going for quite some time now. Let's just start wrapping up with today's webinar. So, on something else to get you excited, we have talked about the web regarding VitXi. And VitXi is a great WebRTC client. It has become a very powerful tool for a lot of you. So now, what about mobile? VitXi will become mobile? The answer for the future is yes. So coming soon in the near medium future is VitXi Mobile. So this would be a dedicated application that will allow you to have the same user that you have on VitXi directly on the application, coming with push notifications, all your calls synchronized between the two settings. So both web and mobile being synchronized. Planning on adding in the future is also the synchronization of the messaging. So just to show you that this is not only a screenshot of some type of mock. Let me actually unlock it. Okay. This is not just mock imagery. Here you can see I have VitXi Mobile already in the tests. So here we can add our different contacts, can have our favorites. So a lot of the features that you can see in VitXi are here. Your call history. But keep in mind, this is still in development. Just adding some more wood into the fire of the excitement of what's to come into the VitXi ecosystem. So the mobile app coming soon. We will have more information about this Q1 next year. All right. So with all of that, I know it's been a long time. Let's just wrap it up with a couple of questions. So you can send me some questions through the chat. We also have the Q&A section. Will we ever be able to add custom keys like park, etc. in VitXi? Maybe in the future under the BLF section. under the BLF section. Maybe we can add module for it. Right now, BLF is solely for present status of other extensions. So maybe in the future. Let's see. If a conversation is deleted by a user, can it be recovered on admin side or no? Whenever you delete a conversation, everything is deleted. So you will see this message. That's why you're prompted. This will permanently delete the conversation and all related data, including any attachments. This action cannot be undone. So make sure that whenever you delete a conversation, you delete it for, you are deleting it for good and you no longer need it. Are you planning to add an integration to N8N to use AI to respond to conversations? Not necessarily with N8N. That would be interesting for the automation aspects of it. But we do plan to add a chatbot functionality for the inboxes. That is something to come in the future. Option to archive. That would be interesting to archive conversations just so they do not clutter. I will write that down so we can have it in mind. So archive conversations. Okay. This work in any release, or we need to update something to use this? So to use the inbox feature, you must be on version 4.5 of VitalPBX. And currently, this beta, as the tag here shows or indicates, the beta is currently only available for our VitalPBX 1 users. So you can create conversations. You will be able to create messaging agents based on the number of extensions from your VitalPBX 1 plan. At the moment, more information about licensing and all that will be in the future. So stay tuned to our newsletter and social media posts, as well as our blog. And beta access for regular plan users will be coming pretty soon as well. So for enterprise call center, multi-tenant, you'll be able to have the beta and create a couple of messaging agents as well. Can you create groups in SMS and in WhatsApp? Not currently. You can only have one-to-one conversation. No, there is no support for groups, for group chat here at the moment. Is VitXi available to all tenants in multi-tenant? Yes, it is available. So all of this is available in multi-tenant environments. No problem. Yeah, so VitXi, SMS, WhatsApp, the full inbox option is available. So you can see here, part of the optimization has also been how you traverse your different tenants. So whenever you're creating users or inbox items, similar to VitalPBX, where you are able to have a drop-down menu here and move through the different tenants. You can do so here from the manage module, move to a different tenant and create the different inboxes or create the different users and groups. So that is possible. Any plans to allow individual users to send out SMS to their employees or customers? So the inbox feature, as the name implies, is all for incoming messages. This is great for contact centers where you're expecting the customers or that you have send you a conversation asking for information or for help. So this is all for incoming messages. So it is the customer that initiates the conversation. If you're looking to have SMS capabilities of sending it out, that is currently possible by assigning an SMS number to the extension itself under the Advanced tab. So you can select one of the numbers that you have connected on your VitalPBX. You add it to your user, and then from VitXi, you'll be able to start a new conversation, select SIP chat, and then type the number in E164 format. And these messages will be converted from the SIP-based message to the SMS API from your connected provider. So you'll be able to send and receive SMS messages this way, for example. Actually, I do have it right here. You can see here that we have SMS messages available this way. We're looking into improving and optimizing this feature in VitXi in the future as well. Okay. Will a single tenant only admin have all the demonstrated features? Yes, this is available in single tenant environments as well. So you'll be able to install VitXi and make use of this. Once again, right now the beta for the inbox feature is currently available only to the VitalPBX 1 users. We're planning on making the beta available for our regular plan users in the near future. So within this week and the next one, approximately. Okay, let's see. Is it possible to receive WhatsApp calls via VitalPBX? Not at this moment. The Meta API, we haven't seen or investigated about being able to receive calls. I don't think that it allows you to receive calls via the API, because that will also have some RTC aspect to it. So you are currently not available to do that. You're currently not able to do that, sorry. Those conversation types are available to external app connectors like CRM to save customer interaction. Not at this moment, but that is a very good point. We will see how we can do that in the future. I will write that down. I will write that down to see how that could work. I believe that would have a couple of challenges, depending if you're saving individual messages or full conversations to the CRM at any moment. How do you start a new conversation? Once again, the conversation is always started by the customer. So this will depend on the number that you have assigned to your inbox item. So for SMS, it would be the SMS number that you selected when creating your inbox. And for WhatsApp, it'll be based on the phone number ID and the phone number that you have added to your WhatsApp app dashboard. Once again, all of the technical aspects on how you configure this will be available on the accompanying tutorial video later on today on our YouTube channel. Do you plan to integrate Telegram in the future? That is the idea. Right now, we have started with WhatsApp and SMS, as these are the two most requested options. So the idea of adding more channels that will come in the future. So Telegram, we will see about Messenger from Facebook as well. Other avenues, maybe a web chat, and many others. I cannot promise which one will come first, as that will depend on the development process. Do we have the option to offer and not offer the inbox tab to someone in the team? Yes, perfectly. Through the role manager. Let's select one of them, for example. Here you can select whether or not they will be able to manage different inbox, and whether or not they can assign the conversation to another user. But more optimization to that can come in the future. I think this one is just for management, actually. I will speak with my team to see if we can hide this one for users that are not part of a group that has an inbox, or maybe show it or not. Once again, this is currently in beta, so all of your feedback helps us with the release candidate for this. Once again, it is currently available for VitalPBX 1 users, but it will also come for regular plan users in the future. So keep an eye to our different communication channels. Okay. Thank you for all of your kind messages. I know that we have taken quite some time today, but this is all exciting for new features coming into VitXi. As you can see, VitXi is only becoming more powerful, more features coming in the future, as I mentioned. This new inbox feature is something that a lot of you have asked for, and it's finally coming through VitXi, making it as powerful as it can be, with more features coming in the future. So no more questions in the chat. Then thank you all for coming. I hope that you enjoyed it. Once again, all of this has been recorded and it will be available on our YouTube channel soon.